Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of October 19th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. This looks like a very good reading for you here. These two cards wanted to come out together, but it's the Sun. So the Sun is the best card in the deck, of course. So I like to see that. Definitely a very strong need to trust your intuition this week is what I would say to you. But overall, I would say this is a very positive reading for you here, Scorpio. Your overall energy is the golden egg. So the golden egg is about getting down to like the heart of the matter. And it is also a card of success coming in for you as well. So I feel like for some of you, there could be something very important or special coming in for you. Your outcome is the Empress, which is amazing. So, definitely a lot of abundance and success coming in for you. You could be very attractive at this time with the Queen of Wands, and you have the Queen of Wands, King of Cups, High Priestess. It could be like a Pisces coming in for you in love. I don't know, I'm getting all sorts of stuff. So definitely something very special coming in. We'll find out what. You have this Y card showing up in the first part of your reading. For some of you, I feel like you are asking, like, why? I feel like you're asking why. Exactly. I feel like you're asking why in a relationship situation here because you have the Queen of Wands, the World, and the Seven of Swords. Some of you, this could have been a lying, cheating, stealing situation is what I would say here. But it could also just be one of those, like what's popping into my head here with the Queen of Wands, World, Seven of Swords, is it's like maybe someone said to you, kept telling you how much they loved you and all this other stuff. It's almost like one of those situations where maybe even like on the day that this person left, if this is a breakup for you, it's like they were telling you they loved you, like even on that day is what I'd say to you, like till the last minute, it feels like to me in this last row here. So some of you, maybe that is why you are asking, why did this person do this to me? I almost feel for some of you, even if that's not your situation, this definitely is some sort of completion that you have experienced. Seven of Swords here, this guy is walking away with these swords. Everybody reads the Seven of Swords as lying, cheating, stealing. That's great. But the Seven of Swords can show up in other situations as well. It can show up when we have fears. It can represent internal fears that don't exist. And it can also represent someone running away or someone being a lone wolf. So I do feel for some of you, the answer as to why someone left is because that's what they do, number one. I feel like they just run away. I feel like that you could have been dealing with someone who just quits on relationships without, because, he's walking away with these swords. Basically, there's an army back here, and he's stealing these swords so that they can't be used against him in the morning, basically in a war. So it's almost like this to me says that someone could have run away from you, and they could have just ended the relationship before you could end it with them. And I'm not saying you would have ended this relationship with this person, but it's almost like they were trying to end a situation before it even ended. It's very confusing, I know, but people do this all the time, right? It's like maybe they get a sense that you're going to break up with them. It might not be true, but they run away just so they can be in control of the ending. What I will say, no matter what direction I take it to your outcome here, very positive. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, Empress. It's like this breakup is leading to you being the Empress. Queen of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Empress. It's like regardless, it's like you were just the Queen of Wands. Now you're becoming the Empress. So if this is a breakup situation, it's like someone is seeing you have your little glow up here. So that's all that matters. For others of you, by the way, I feel like this could be traveling. Next, you have the Sun and the Tarantula here. The Sun is the best card in the deck. It's a card of joy, happiness, celebrations, good news. The Tarantula is about being at a crossroads, and it's a card of needing to trust your intuition as well. You have the King of Cups here, the Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. I feel like this is new love coming in here with that Six of Pentacles, and with the King of Cups here. Could be a Pisces with the High Priestess card here. I feel like there's a need for you to pay attention. I feel like there's a lot of attraction here if this is a new person. And I feel that there is a need to kind of make sure that this person, that this doesn't become toxic is what's popping into my head. Kind of a weird message. I'm surprised the Devil didn't show up here, but I do feel like this is new love coming in. Looks really good. Two of Cups, Empress. But you have the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Swords here. I feel like this is saying, I feel like the Six of Pentacles is saying, like, it's okay to invest in a new relationship, but make sure it doesn't, like, consume you. Make sure that you invest in other situations in your life. For others, I feel like this is kind of out of your control, because I feel like you could be attracting someone at this time who maybe has some toxic tendencies. I'm not saying that they're a bad person or anything like that, Scorpio. I'm just saying, they could have problems, like once they get into a relationship, maybe they give too much to the relationship. They don't have their own life. So I would just say set healthy boundaries with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords doesn't have to be a bad card. It can be a card of independence and maintaining your independence. And that's kind of like what's popping into my head here. On top of that, again, I do feel like you could have had an ending with this person over here. This could just be a continuation of this story of, ending it with someone who probably just runs away from situations in general. Next, you have this Skull of Darkness card. This card says blind spots. So again, pay attention to any blind spots. You have this Barmbrat card, which says sweetness and synergy. So it could be like a lot of sweet energy coming in for you. I would just pay attention to those blind spots that we all have. Especially if you're getting into a new relationship. I feel sometimes we get into a new relationship, we kind of romanticize things, we make things seem to be better than they actually are, or we buy into the fantasy. There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. Like, I feel like as humans, we should be fantasizing. It's like we're picturing what we want in our lives. We should be having those fantasies, but at the same time, again, we do have Neptune and Pisces now. So, with this row here, you have the High Priestess, Two of Cups, Empress. Could be a very strong connection in love coming in for you. Could be a Pisces, could be any sign. But I do feel like this High Priestess is saying, like, this is probably going to be something that comes in, and you could be really being swept off your feet in the near future in love. And I feel like this is saying, make sure that it's grounded in reality. So basically with Neptune and Pisces, we can get into romantic situations where we get so swept up in the fantasy that it never becomes a reality. Especially in situations like if you're in something long distance, for example, like make sure it becomes a reality. Make sure you actually meet each other. The other thing is like we could meet this person, we could be with them physically, but with the Six of Pentacles, here, I feel like the Six of Pentacles is saying, make sure to not ignore responsibilities. Make sure to not ignore things that make you unique. This looks like an entanglement situation. I started using that word as a joke, and now it's become like a real word in my readings. And the Two of Cups is my entanglement card. This can be where you just get lost in another person. And again, I feel like this is a very positive reading, but I just want to make sure that, what I do feel like this is saying is, again, make sure you don't become that other person that you could be seeing. Again, very strong connection here. This is something like this person is too damn sexy, or it's you, Scorpio, that's too damn sexy with the Queen of Wands here and the Empress. But I feel like there's a need to maintain your reality here. Really good cards for any of you who work in business as well, especially if you do anything involving getting attention. So just some real quick advice here as far as work and finances are concerned. I'd be trying to get as much attention as you possibly can. Probably with this golden egg card here as your overall energy, this could be some sort of hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability you have that could be making you very successful. With the Sun, Queen of Wands, and the Empress. So I feel like for some of you in business, this reading is just saying get as much attention as you possibly can on yourself in work. That could lead to like a raise or a promotion here. Same thing in business as well. Try to get as much attention as you possibly can. This will probably lead to a lot of success. But let's dig deeper. Let's clarify. And let's see what we have going on for you. Look at this. Between the Queen of Clubs and the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, you have the Ace of Clubs, which is a card of marriage. I do feel like this is talking about new love here. If you don't know, I use a loose spread, past, present, future. But again, it's only a loose spread. People always ask questions. Like if I say this is new love over here, people always say, isn't that your past position? I would say yes, of course. But again, I read intuitively. I use a loose spread. So my spreads are not set in stone. And again, to me, I feel like this is a new person coming in for you here. Definitely could be a Pisces, could be any sign. This is just a general reading, but I feel like this could be saying like the next person you meet, you will marry. Ace of Clubs is the best marriage card in the Lenormand, and it's a card of engagement and marriage. For others, it's a card of like things coming full circle. We have the World here, so definitely a lot of wrapping up of cycles in this reading. Between the World and the Six of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Hearts. This is a card called the Stork, and it can represent children or having a child. If you're not trying to get pregnant here, you have a ton of birth cards. I consider the World to be a card of birth as well, and you have the Empress and the Queen of Cups, or the Queen of Hearts here. So if you're not trying to get pregnant, obviously be careful with this energy. For others, I feel like you're just pregnant with ideas at this time. That Six of Pentacles says, get started planting seeds, start working towards your ideas. Between the Seven of Swords here and the Five of Swords, you have the Six of Diamonds. Pisces have the same energy here and the same exact position as well. Six of Diamonds to me is a very good card, represents a lot of luck. It's called the clover, like a 4-leaf clover, but it can also represent imposter syndrome, like feeling like you're not good enough to have something here. So again, if you're dealing with the Pisces, you both could be feeling the same way, like you're not good enough for each other, even though you are. So you really just have to take a risk to overcome that. Between the King of Cups here and the High Priestess, you have the Nine of Hearts. This card is called the Rider. And number one, it can just represent good news coming in for you here, Scorpio. It is also the card of like a knight in shining armor. So this is definitely like a true love reading here for you. Definitely someone who is a knight in shining armor. For others, I just feel like it's good news coming in. Between the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, you have the Eight of Diamonds. Eight of Diamonds is called the key, and it just says you hold all the keys necessary to be very successful at this time. It just says use your powers of manifestation, but also it kind of says you have a lot of skills that could be making you very successful. Really good card for money. So like I said, if you're doing anything financial, could be a really good week for you. It could be a really good week. You have the Ten of Diamonds as well. Between the Five of Swords and the Empress, you have the Ten of Diamonds. This is called the Book, and it's kind of a card of hidden or secret information, card of learning as well. I feel like, as always, I mean, to me, everybody should be learning. I mean, with all the energy in Capricorn, I always say, especially Saturn and Capricorn, the more you learn, the more you earn with Saturn and Capricorn. So like I've been preaching this for like 2 years, telling people to learn to do something. It could be a skill, could be a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability. And it doesn't even have to be a business. I've been begging people to like start a little side business for like 2 years as well. And it's funny because someone left a comment the other day saying, you've been telling people to do this and now we have coronavirus and, you know, extra money would have come in handy. So again, I feel like this could be you strengthening a skill. I keep begging people to do this at this time just because I look at the astrology. I know what's coming in the future. I don't think jobs are necessarily coming back. I don't want to scare anybody. I feel like this is a very empowering time where we could all become very, very successful and create a lot of wealth for everybody, you know, abundance for all basically, but it's going to require learning. So if you have some sort of hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability, or you want to start an internet business or something like that, now is the time to learn. You could probably become very successful. Top row outcome, you have the Six of Spades. This is called the Tower. It's not like the Tower in the tarot. It's just a card of isolation. Some of you could be feeling isolated. I can't help but feel that there's some sort of blockage here in this love situation. So again, if there's new love coming in, I feel like there's a need to make it real. I'm wondering if it's distance. You don't really, other than the World card here, you don't have any cards that I would consider clue cards for a long distance relationship, but you know, I do feel intuitively some sort of obstacle for you to be with a person potentially. And again, I feel like it could be made real, but it needs to be made real, like I was saying earlier in the reading. And I feel like you need to, I also, again, feel like you could be feeling isolated from a person in love. So that's what I'd say there. The Tower is a good card though. It can represent guidance and needing to follow just guidance basically. Middle row here you have the Seven of Diamonds. This card is called the Birds and it can represent messages or intuitive messages. So trust your intuition. Could also, again, represent good news. I definitely get something about good news showing up here for you here, Scorpio. And your bottom row outcome, you have the Seven of Hearts. The Seven of Hearts is a card called the Tree, and it represents like a family tree. So for some of you, this could be someone that you have a family with coming in for you in love for sure. Definitely like to see that. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, Scorpio, but I do feel like there could be a very significant relationship coming in for you. You have the Two of Diamonds here. I just want to pull an extra outcome row for you. Jack of Clubs, probably someone new coming in for you. And Four of Hearts, true love. Yeah, definitely like a true love coming in for you here, Scorpio. This card, yeah, Eight of Hearts, your romantic fantasies, we'll take it. So I do feel like there is definitely, this is like a good love reading for you here. Someone who wants to give you a lot of attention. For others, really good for kind of money as well. So especially if you have your own business or if you do your own thing, there could be a lot of success coming in for you financially. I do feel for some of you, this could be involving travel with the World card or needing to travel. Eight of Hearts as well. Eight of Hearts is a card of your fantasies. Eight of Hearts is a card called the Moon, but it represents normally your romantic fantasies. It could be like, business plans and ideas and dreams you have financially as well. And the Eight of Hearts says you need to like bring those fantasies down to earth. So I do feel like there is a need to like manifest things as always, but this looks really, really good. Really good, especially if you're focusing on love. If you're not, then I feel like this is more of a financial reading. Could be money coming in, could be a settlement as well if you're dealing with something legal. But this is a good reading. So thank you for watching, Scorpio, and definitely enjoy your week.